Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tom Leach with Keeneland. Thanks to all of you for joining us this afternoon. All of us are certainly incredibly excited to begin the countdown to the 2022 Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championships at Keeneland. It's one of the most prestigious thoroughbred racing events in the world, and we are incredibly lucky to have it in our community in 2022. You're going to be hearing about details of this year's Breeders' Cup from our list of speakers. They'll have some brief remarks. We'll have Q&A with the media. And so without further ado, let me tell you who is up here on the stage with me. To my far left, we have Lexington Mayor Linda Gordon. We have the chair of the Breeders' Cup Festival, Kip Cornett. We have the president and CEO of Keeneland, Shannon Arvin, and Breeders' Cup president and CEO, Drew Fleming. And a little later on, special guest is with us. That is trainer Brad Cox, who has had quite a bit of success at the Breeders' Cup World Championships and saddled last year's winner of the Classic in Knicks Go. Honored now to turn it over to Lexington's Mayor, Linda Gordon, to share a little bit about why she is so excited to see the Breeders' Cup coming back home.
Thank you very much, Tom. Well, good afternoon, everyone. We are so excited about this. Drew Fleming, we are thrilled to welcome the Breeders' Cup back to town this November. Lexington is ready to step up to be in the international spotlight again. Keeneland is our partner, and as we all know, if Keeneland is involved, it will be a world-class event. So Shannon Arvin will make sure of that. Kip Cornett is involved, once again planning the Breeders' Cup Festival. There will be plenty of entertainment opportunities for our international visitors and our residents right here in Lexington. And everyone can enjoy the Breeders' Cup at Keeneland and all over the city. We set records when the Breeders' Cup was here before the pandemic. And I'm predicting, fingers crossed, right? We will top those records this year and provide a much needed economic shot in the arm for our hospitality industry, which was battered by the fallout from COVID-19. Lexington is the horse capital of the world. Yes. Hosting the Breeders' Cup gives us another opportunity to demonstrate exactly why we are the horse capital of the world. So welcome, everyone. Join us this November for the Breeders' Cup, where true world champions are crowned. Experience a historic track and a lively city that strive for excellence every single day. Thank you for being here.
Next up, we're going to welcome the president and CEO of Breeders' Cup. That's Drew Fleming.
Thank you so much, Tom, and thank you, Mayor. It's an honor to be here today, and thank everybody else in the audience for being here as well with us. Let me just start off by saying we at the Breeders' Cup love Lexington. We're thrilled to be back in the horse capital of the world. Lexington was where the Breeders' Cup was founded, and our headquarters are right there next door. This, however, will be only the third time in our 39-year history we've hosted the World Championships at Keeneland, and only the second time with fans in attendance. So we're so happy to be home, and we have every reason to believe this will be our best Breeders' Cup ever. We're grateful for the help of so many, including our wonderful partners at Keeneland, led by my friend Shannon Arvin, to Mayor Gordon and her great team welcoming us to Lexington with open arms, to Kip Cornett and his team for planning the Breeders' Cup Fan Festival, and to the so many others across the Lexington community for the work that's already underway to put on an incredible World Championships this year. This same stellar team worked with us hand in hand to navigate the substantial challenges of putting the World Championships on at Keeneland in 2020 during a global pandemic. Since most people were not able to attend the Breeders' Cup in person in 2020, it was important for us to return to Lexington as soon as possible so that our local racing fans, businesses, and members of the thoroughbred industry could experience world-class entertainment and hospitality that the Breeders' Cup provides and that they so deserve. We promise it was worth the wait, and November can't get here soon enough. And for those that don't know much about the Breeders' Cup, it's the year-end international championships of racing featuring 14 Grade 1 races worth $31 million in purses and awards. I always like to explain it's the perfect marriage of the Super Bowl, which is always the year-end championship of football, and track and field in the Olympics, where the best of the best are competing from around the world in different specialties. We have, again, 14 different races based on different distances, genders, ages, and surfaces. In addition to the World Championships that will be held at Keeneland, Breeders' Cup also operates the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series, which consists of 82 qualifying races for the World Championships. The Breeders' Cup Challenge Series is easy to understand. Win it, and you're in it. The Challenge Series began in January in Cape Town, South Africa, and occurs in 12 countries and 5 continents. In other words, the world is coming to Lexington. One of the most special parts about being here in Lexington is that we can pay homage to the breeders and the nominators who are the backbone not only of the Breeders' Cup, but of our entire industry. And that whole segment of our business will be featured all week long. And to elevate the experience for all of our fans and participants, Breeders' Cup and Keeneland also plan to invest over $10 million in the coming months to expand seating areas, enhance hospitality offerings, and transform Keeneland into the ultimate World Championships venue. This includes the addition of 5 large luxury chalets, accounting for an additional 165,000 square feet, plus 1,800 temporary box seats. We expect to have a very well-attended event, and attendance is being capped at 45,000 people to ensure a great experience for everyone. Tickets for the 2022 World Championships go on sale to the public on Monday, May 9th, and we can't wait to see you there. There's nowhere else we'd rather be than the horse capital of the world. And I was telling someone earlier, the moment you get off the plane in central Kentucky, it's in the air. The passion, the enthusiasm this community has for thoroughbred racing is unlike any other. And so we're so glad to be back home and partner with Keeneland, the city of Lexington we all love, to highlight to the world how special we are to live in a place like this. So thank you guys so much, and we're looking forward to a wonderful Breeders' Cup.
Thank you, Drew. Everybody needs to put in a calendar alert now for May 9th. That's when tickets will go on sale. Head over to breederscup.com/2022 to review the available seating options and sign up for ticket information. May 9th, we'll be here before we know it. So, with that said, let me bring up our next speaker. She's the president and CEO of Keeneland, Shannon Arvin.
Thank you, Tom. I think you can see a current theme, and that is excitement. We are so excited to be here today. We're so excited to be looking to a more normal spring and welcoming Breeders' Cup back to Keeneland in the fall. It really is a privilege to host this event. We feel very honored that they trust us with this event, and we stop at nothing to make sure that we do just right and carry out the event just as expected of Keeneland. We look forward to working with my friend Drew Fleming and the Breeders' Cup, Mayor Gordon and the City of Lexington and her team, Kip Cornett, who thankfully has taken on again the task of chairing the Breeders' Cup Festival and bringing the Breeders' Cup throughout the city. We all share the common goal to make this fall's Breeders' Cup a fantastic experience for our fans and for our guests. The thoroughbred industry is really important to this community. It's hard to overstate that. We are passionate about the sport of racing, and we revere the thoroughbred, the most majestic of animals. At Keeneland, we work each and every day to fulfill our mission that was set by our founders in 1936, which is to be a model racetrack and to perpetuate the best of the sport of racing and be an internationally leading sales company. Hosting the Breeders' Cup is right in line with our mission, showcasing the best horses in the world at the Breeders' Cup World Championships, followed by the Keeneland November Breeding Stock Sale, where new dreams are born as owners buy mares, foals, and future stars. Lexington, as you all recall, embraced the Breeders' Cup like no other host site that I've attended when Keeneland first hosted the Breeders' Cup in 2015. We offer the best of hospitality and a warm welcome to fans and racing connections from across the world. COVID kept us from welcoming our fans in 2020 for the Breeders' Cup at Keeneland. While we were delighted to offer spectacular racing, which we did, we really did miss our fans. So this year, thanks to the efforts of everyone here today, we will be able to celebrate the Breeders' Cup in the way this event so richly deserves. So welcome back, Breeders' Cup. The countdown is on.
Shannon, thank you very much. As the Keeneland Spring Meet gets underway tomorrow, we want to make everyone aware of a special Breeders' Cup ticket giveaway that is underway right now. Fans can go to breederscup.com/contest to sign up for free to win 2 tickets to the 2022 World Championships at Keeneland. Sweepstakes will be open until the end of the Keeneland meet. And of course, we'll see, no doubt, many horses running at Keeneland this spring that we'll see running at Keeneland at the Breeders' Cup come November. There's a lot more than racing, though, when it comes to this event. And to share a little bit about the Breeders' Cup Festival, we have the chairman, Kip Cornett.
Shannon, Mayor, Drew. Anytime there's a great sporting event, people like to get mementos, and I have 2. One is this vest from 2015, and the other one is a piece of the paper that a lot of people in the audience know. Mr. Cox, you'll know a thing called the Thoroughbred Daily News. And I kept this for 5 years, and here's why. In 2014, TV personality, chef, and very successful horse owner, Bobby Flay, kind of went on record of being a little bit skeptical about the Breeders' Cup coming to Lexington. Now, mind you, he loves Lexington, he loves Keeneland, but he thought, is the city a little too small? Are they really going to be able to pull this off? Is Lexington ready for a world championship? So this is the Sunday TDN after it, with a 3-word apology from Bobby saying, I was wrong. And so I've hung on to that. So how did we turn Bobby from a skeptic into a super fan for our hosting abilities? There's one simple reason, and we see a lot of it here today. Our business community, our local citizens, our local government, and a crucial component, our local hospitality industry stepped up and made this a world-class event. They showcased our city to the world. And we will do that again in 2022, these elements coming together, because a world-class event, which is what the Breeders' Cup is, deserves a world-class festival. Like everybody's touched on here today, our community is very proud of the economic and cultural impact that Keeneland and the thoroughbred industry delivers to Lexington. So when we're challenged to put our best foot forward in wagering terms, it's the closest thing you can get to a sure thing. And staying on that wagering theme, the trifecta that it takes to pull off a great festival are sponsors, some that we've already welcomed back on board, and others that we're hoping to get with our partners at the Bluegrass Sports Commission and others. Sponsors, the venues and events that truly excite the community. And starting with our 3rd time, all 3 years that we have had the festival, CHI Health has stepped up to be our sponsor. So starting with them, as well as the venue you're seeing here today, which is very appropriate, Tandy Park, we're building a week of activities that will start on Sunday, October 30th, and will end Saturday after the championships at Keeneland. Now, as the year unfolds, we will share more about the venues and events that will make up the Breeders' Cup Festival. If you think about 2015 and what's different, just the town itself with a lot of different entertainment venues that have come online. And to that point, we will have many of those venues involved. And as we did in 15 and also in 20, a lot of these activities are going to be free or extremely low cost because we want everybody in this town to enjoy the Breeders' Cup. So look for events at not only in downtown, but the Distillery District, Isaac Murphy Art Garden, Gray Line Station, and various other music and hospitality destinations in the Bluegrass. And we look forward to working with Lex Arts to bring a whole herd of horses downtown for Breeders' Cup Festival Week. So once again, let's paint the town purple and show our guests from around the world that no one does Breeders' Cup like Lexington. Thank you.
Thank you, Kip. At this point, we're going to shift gears and talk to our special guest. With us is a man who's won 8 Breeders' Cup races, 4 of them at the 2020 World Thoroughbred Championships at Keeneland. Last year at Del Mar, he saddled Nick's Go to victory in the $6 million Longines Breeders' Cup Classic, clinching the 2021 Horse of the Year title. He trained Essential Quality to both the 2-year-old and 3-year-old championships, and that included a win in last year's Toyota Bluegrass Stakes, which is coming up on Saturday, of course. He's also the reigning 2-time Eclipse Award-winning outstanding trainer. Going to ask him to come to the podium right now. Brad Cox, Kentucky's own. Brad, we'll have you there at the podium, and we'll ask a few questions, and we'll turn it over to our friends in the media who are here, who are with us. First, just talk a little bit about why Keeneland is such a special place to host this event.
Well, if you've ever been to the races at Keeneland, you know why it's special. I mean, it's a gorgeous facility. Now, horses just relax there. We have a presence there pretty much year round now with young horses, and they just thrive there. It's a great surface, safe surface. So it's a great place. It means a lot to us. Obviously, I'm from Kentucky, and it's like home. Or it is home. And, we always point for Keeneland 3 weeks in the spring, 3 weeks in the fall. And we point to have a big meet and a presence there. And it means a lot. I think it means a lot to the community. It means a tremendous amount to the community, just with the crowd they get. It's just an incredible place.
Competing against the best of the best at the Keeneland meets. But when we get to Breeders' Cup, we're talking about horses and horsemen from all around the world. Does that challenge excite you?
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it's an international feel and an international flair, and it's the best throughout the world, turf and dirt. And they're competitive races, the greatest trainers in the world, the best owners in the world, from all corners of the world, and it's an incredible 2 days of racing.
At Keeneland in 2020, you had on Friday Aunt Pearl and Essential Quality that won Breeders' Cup races. On Saturday, Monomoy Girl and Nick's Go were victorious. That tied Richard Mandella's record for most wins by a trainer at a single Breeders' Cup. So that was an extraordinary 2 days. What do you remember most about it?
It was an amazing day, and I love the format. I love the layout with the 2-year-old races on Friday. I think that's a great setup. And there wasn't just one moment. I mean, it was a collection of moments throughout the weekend. Obviously, we got off to a great start with Aunt Pearl and Essential Quality. Friday evening, I think Essential Quality won the last race that day, and just the sun was setting, and it was just an amazing feel. It was cool, but the weather was cool, but it was perfect. It was perfect to run a race.
One last question. Out of Del Mar last year, you won the Longines Breeders' Cup Classic with Nick's Go. Take us back to that day and what it was like for you.
Well, leading up, the horse was doing fantastic. He shipped out in good order. And, a race like that, you always think, what's it take to win a race like that, of that caliber, that magnitude? And I don't think you know until you win one, because he's a tremendous horse, and he really shipped out well and did well. And it was a huge, it was the biggest race we have in America in regards to purse money, and it's a very hard race to win.
All right. We thank Brad for taking a few questions here, but we're going to turn it over to the media gathered here with us today for a few questions.